Hello, this is group number 2, Amber, Mike, Peter, and Matt. And for our project, we have decided to pick Pepsi. Pepsi is one of the top 3 beverage and food manufacturers in the world. For decades, their biggest competitors was Coca-Cola. Recently, they have made significant strides when it comes to their operational model, which gave them competitive advantage. This setup that exists right now, we believe would not be beneficial. It would not benefit from switching to a spaghetti organization. And we're going to discuss it in next chapter.
Talk about the current position of PepsiCo. So PepsiCo is in the top 3 of the global food and beverage markets. Nestle comes in at number 1, and Coca-Cola, Pepsi's fiercest competitor, comes in ranked as number 3. So this measure is based on a composite score of revenue, profit, assets, and market value. The global food and beverage market was estimated to be over $88 billion in revenue for 2018 and is expected to reach $101.9 billion in 2019. So as you can see, this is a highly profitable market worldwide and is continuing to grow. However, the market has had its challenges lately as consumer trends have shifted. Consumers are now looking for healthier options as far as sugar and chemicals go in their products, and they're looking for natural alternatives. So this was really prominent in our international trip to Europe, just observing a soft drink. There are far less chemicals and sugars and preservatives in Europe as opposed to America. And that's a trend that we are also following here in the United States. So with that being said, PepsiCo and its main competitor Coca-Cola have had long-term comparable market share. They have very similar products. However, PepsiCo's success has been predominantly due to snacks and food. So this is actually giving PepsiCo a really strong competitive advantage over Coca-Cola, since they don't have any food products. PepsiCo has seen $63 million of the projected revenue in 2018, and this was as of March 2018, whereas the Coca-Cola company has only had $35 million of this revenue. However, Coke has continuously maintained an advantage over PepsiCo in the carbonated soft drink sector of the food and beverage market. Coke leads 17.8% of this market, and PepsiCo only has 8.4% of this. However, overall, PepsiCo reported total revenue increase in the first quarter of 2018 by 4.26%. This is year on year, while most of PepsiCo's competitors had experienced contraction in revenues by a negative 2.8%, reported in the same quarter, and a net margin of 10.77%. Of the company, PepsiCo, achieved higher profitability than its main competitors.
Oh, hey there. I'll be talking about the SWOT analysis of this portion. Strengths. One of Pepsi's biggest competitive edge over Coca-Cola is their food and snacks. They have a strong presence in food and beverage sectors. Include the ESSA, which is Europe, Sub-Saharan Africa, AMENA, Asia, Middle East, Northern Africa, Latin America, and North America. Weaknesses. Coke leads in carbonated soft drinks. However, the true only advantage that Pepsi has is their food and snacks. In talking about some other countries, their regulations prevent certain Pepsi products to be sold, such as Mountain Dew for their chemicals or whatnot. Opportunities. They have to continue building their food and snack portfolio through acquisitions. Innovations through stronger brands like Gatorade, Zero, Sugar No Preservatives. Quakers, organic, nutritious products. Pepsi has to turn into no preservatives or chemicals. Threats. Consumer trends shift to healthier snacks and beverages. This tends to cost much more. Thus, R&D, for ingredients and non-GMO organic packaging and cleaner labels needs to be a forefront. Coke enters the food and snack segment, this can be a huge threat to Pepsi's success.
Hi, I'd like to discuss Porter's 5 forces and how they impact PepsiCo. So, with regards to competition, PepsiCo is in a competitive market. Their competitors include Procter & Gamble, Kraft, General Mills, Kellogg's, and most notably Coca-Cola. The beverage market is a more competitive market that they are in than the snacking market. With regards to their suppliers, PepsiCo uses third parties to package products. This allows the company to ultimately save costs. With regard to their buyer power, PepsiCo has many buyers, including restaurants, grocery stores, event venues, vending machines, and various vendors. So they have diverse customers. With regard to threat of substitution, their beverages operate in a competitive market, with Coke beverage products being very similar to Pepsi. So it is critical for PepsiCo to offer competitively priced products and do what they can to develop their brands to differentiate from Coke as much as they can. With regard to threat of new entry, there are threats to Pepsi from startups. Pepsi analyzes these threats and often acquires these companies, and it is important for Pepsi to continue developing their brand so they develop loyal end consumers who will consume Pepsi products regardless of new entrants to the market.
To summarize our presentation, as we have presented before, Pepsi would not benefit for the spaghetti organization. It has very significantly developed structure at this point in time, and introducing a change to organization, maybe it would produce some aspects and some profits in short term, but long term would be probably too disruptive and not effective. Thank you.